One of my favorite arcs in Food Wars is when the students go to culinary camp.
ビュッフェでロコモコ丼か。ロコモコ丼にはグレイビーソースをかけるのが定番だが、これはソースビナグレット。
Today we're going to be making Nikumi's Loco Moco, and I'm really excited for this.
Now to start things off, we're going to be making the vinaigrette, which really makes this stand out from other Loco Mocos which traditionally use gravy. For this, you're going to add 45 grams worth of Dijon mustard into your blender, followed by 100 milliliters of white wine vinegar. Specifically, white wine vinegar is what they had mentioned. I'm also going to add in 75 grams worth of shallot, and you're also going to need around 200 milliliters worth of olive oil. Now make sure you do season this with some fresh cracked black pepper along with a pinch of salt. Now set this onto your blender and start blending it until it is somewhat pureed. This is going to make it a lot easier to incorporate that oil later. Once you have it nicely pureed, start slowly adding in your oil, and once you reach about the halfway mark, go ahead and add in all of the oil, then clean up the mess from the blender. Blend this on high for an additional 20 to 30 seconds until it's totally emulsified. This is what this beautiful vinaigrette starts to look like. The shallot and the mustard really help keep this together, and I really think they add a ton of amazing flavor to this vinaigrette. Make sure you do give this a taste for additional salt if needed, and mine did need just a pinch of salt, so I went ahead and added that, and it's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, now that our dressing's done, we get the actual salad ready, and this goes very quickly. The one thing about the salad is that I wasn't quite sure whether or not they use cucumbers or avocados, but since avocados are in season and they are beautiful right now, we're using both.
Now to get everything prepped out, we're going to start off with our cucumbers. Make sure you trim the ends off, cut them in half just to their manageable sizes, and then open up the center so this way we can remove all of those seeds. I like removing the seeds from my cucumbers for salads like this, but if you want to keep the seeds in, feel free. I just don't like fighting them out of my teeth later. After removing all of the seeds from your cucumbers, make sure you do season one and give it a taste because they're so crispy and so fresh. Oh, throw a little bit of that sauce that we just made on it because this is a game changer.
Banger. Oh yeah.
Now to finish off these cucumbers, all we're going to need to do is cut each of those pieces you had in half, so this way you have them into these nice sticks. You really are just looking to do around a medium dice for everything. This way it's going to be consistent and you're going to be able to have everything on a single bite on your spoon. I like to make sure I just line everything up and give them a quick dice and throw everything into my bowl. Now I'm going to be working with a couple of tomatoes. You probably don't need this much tomato and cucumber, but I'm going to be eating this all week, so it's going to be fine. Make sure you remove any excess stem off your tomatoes and then cut those tomatoes in half after cutting them in half the first time. Then cut them into around 2 more slices and then give this a nice dice so you get that medium to large dice of your tomato. Don't think into it too much, just make sure they're around the same size as your cucumber. Go ahead and give the rest of your tomatoes a dice and toss all of this together. We're not going to actually add the avocado to this yet. Dude, you're getting cucumber literally everywhere. Because with the avocado, we want to keep this separate right until we're ready to dress everything, and look at this avocado right now.
Oh baby, that's almost the goddess. Look at how much avocado is actually in this avocado. That's amazing.
I feel like I definitely hit the jackpot with this avocado with that seed to avocado ratio. It is just so nice right now. But after cutting in half and removing the seed, use a spoon to dislodge. Don't eat that. We need the avocado, Paul. Use a spoon to dislodge the avocado from the skin and then give this a quick couple slices and then follow up with dicing it. Now keep in mind, we do want to keep these around the same size as the cucumber and tomato, but if they're a little bigger, it's going to be fine because they do break down. Try to look cool putting this into the bowl and fail horribly, and we have all of our avocado diced. Now I am adding a touch of the white wine vinegar onto the avocado so they don't brown immediately. You can also use just some regular old lemon juice if you want to, but since we're using the white wine vinegar in the dressing, it's a nice addition to the avocado as well. And stop eating the avocado, dude. We need this. It's so good though. It's so good.
Now we're basically ready to put this Loco Moco together. The one thing I do want to do, or that you may want to do first, is actually make a little bit of your salad. It can sit and marinate in a bit of that dressing, so it's actually going to absorb a lot of those flavors before you start cooking anything off, and it's going to be fine hanging out for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Now to make our salad, we just need a couple of spoonfuls of our tomato and our cucumber mix, followed by a couple of spoonfuls of avocado and a couple of spoonfuls of your dressing. Follow it up with some salt and black pepper to your liking. Give it a quick mix and make sure you do taste it for seasoning, but remember not to go overboard because this is supposed to be a breakfast buffet item. Now grab yourself 120 grams worth of 80/20 ground beef, not seasoned, nothing in it, no big deal. We are just making a hamburger. Form this into around a 3 to 4 inch patty, pressing it lightly, then season it with salt and black pepper. Place this into your pan over a medium-high heat and then throw a lid on it so it does steam just a bit. And you know what? Make whatever hamburger you want. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. After steaming it with the lid on for around 3 to 4 minutes, this is when we're going to flip that burger and let it steam for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. I like my burgers around medium, so after that, it is ready to go. I do also like to make sure that I let my burger rest for about 3 to 4 minutes before plating it up. And now, the world's cutest egg pan.
Now to plate this thing up, we want to make sure we have our bowl and our plate and everything else ready before we fry our egg, because the egg really should be the last thing that goes onto your bowl. As far as the rice goes, like many of you should always have rice on hand, which I do.
In this bowl, I added in around 200 grams worth of cooked steamed white rice, followed by the salad we had put together earlier just off to the side of the bowl. Remember, we don't want to overcrowd this because we still have to add the hamburger and the egg on top of all of this.
I get to mop the floors after this. So much grease everywhere.
After whatever that was, go ahead and start frying your egg over a medium-high heat. Season it with a crack of black pepper and then poke the egg white around just to make sure that it does cook, leaving the egg yolk totally raw. Throw in just a piece of romaine to help garnish that bowl. Place that burger right on top, followed by a good helping of your vinaigrette, then your beautifully fried sunny side up egg, and there it is, Nikumi's Loco Moco rice bowl from Food Wars. This thing is so pretty.
There it is, Nikumi's Loco Moco. This actually would be a very easy dish to execute on a buffet line, and it will be nice and light because you don't have the gravy on it like a traditional Loco Moco. I think the vinaigrette is gonna cut through all of that fat really well, and the egg yolk is just gonna, mouth is watering so much. It's watering just as much as I think about my cookbooks over on Kickstarter at the links down below. Annie Bites has been fully funded. We have a whole bunch of stretch goals, and I've just announced new Kickstarter live streams. I'm gonna be really excited for that. We're gonna have a full day of eating. We're gonna make a full Food Wars menu. It's gonna be a great time, so stay tuned for that. If you wanna win a set of Annie Bites, all you gotta do is comment down below who your favorite Food Wars waifu is, or husbando. Make sure you smash like and you're subscribed, and I'll announce those winners over on Twitter. So thank you guys so much for getting us to where we are right now. Let us eat this amazing bowl of food. I'm really excited for this. Oh, the yolk. Can we get a bite of everything? That's gonna be the goal. Because what's nice is if you're at that buffet line, you're able to just walk around with this if you really wanted to. You know, maybe go find yourself a nice corner or the floor of a convention, because that's how we eat when we go to cons. That's the bite, my friends. That is the bite. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I got another bite. That vinaigrette goes so hard. It's tangy, it's creamy, it's fatty. The crunch from the cucumbers, the creaminess from the avocado, the little bite of tomato, the acidity, everything just works. Just like everything works at the links down below for Kickstarter, where you can pick up Annie Bites. My name is Chef PK. Get subscribed. Remember, keep playing with your food.